Yo, what's up guys? I'm back. I have something special. This is Ben2Pro. He's one of the people that I'm in a line group with. And he was asking me, hey Blackie, um, I want to try to beat B10 giants and mostly Dragon Lair. And could you maybe like check my units and see if you what you would do? He has pretty good units and he knows really well what he's doing. So in terms of I should think, what I think he should do, I'll give it a look and I'll see what I can come up with. Um, what I noticed straight away is that you actually got the dark elemental. This unit is really good. Uh, and I think that is a unit that you could maybe utilize. You've been working on your case as well. I don't know if you already had it or not. But at least you got him. You ruined him with HP, and then yeah, that's pretty nice. Pretty good unit there. So when it comes to giants, Tyron is not really a great unit. For getting maybe to do the giants, she's useful, but at the giants she's quite useless because she doesn't do any damage or any real awesome debuff. And getting to the giants is not that hard. Vanessa is a pretty damn good unit because she gets the defense break and she has a revive. I'm not 100% sure how tanky this unit is gonna be for you, but I think she's tanky enough to stay alive. Amon is definitely a unit that you want to take to make this a lot easier to get through the boss, to get at the boss and at the giants. So Vanessa and Amon are kind of a no-brainer. And then for the rest of the units, what I would think could be useful is using this unit. You probably need to work on his HP a bit more. And I mean, you work on his crit for the fact that he has the chance of inflicting continuous damage. Let me see, increase attack power and critical rate for 3 turns additional. So basically you are almost at 100%, but I think it's not needed to be at 100% crit for this unit because of this skill. Solid Blades, it increases attack power and crit rate, which means his crit is going to be buffed. And his attack gauge is going to be buffed, so I don't think you need that that close. You need like a high crit, but not 100%. So you might be able to buff him a little bit more on HP. And then the interesting part is this one, Power of Darkness, reflects 30% of the incoming damage. As you know, the giants hit like a truck, so this skill keeps your unit alive. It cannot die because it cannot fall under 1 when this skill is up, and you can basically keep this skill up all the time. So if he's not controlled, this unit should be able to kill the giants. I mean 5 turns, and you got him. Oh, it's reusable. Wait, it's not. Sorry, that's my mistake. It's reusable in 3 turns. 3 turns, so you need 2 turns wait time. But if you do this just before the giants attack, this unit cannot die. Your Vanessa and Amon should be able to survive anyways. And this unit has the things you want because you got the continuous damage buffs, debuffs, or whatever you're gonna call them. And this reflect damage, I'm not sure, but I think the giant hits pretty damn hard for that to take effect as well. Then, so this is a unit that I would definitely utilize for PvE. Then you could consider your Wind Ninja being a monster you could use. Just for the fact of throwing Gale Stars, if you get his crit up really high and his accuracy up really high, then you will do 6 dots, so that's 6 times 5. It's 30% of his life just by throwing this continuous dots on the enemies, on the giants. So that's a possible unit that you could utilize for giants. I'm gonna utilize 2 of these ninjas. In giants I just need to buff up their surviving, and I'm gonna try to do that with the cases. So what you could do is, for example, let me check if this leader skill is everywhere or just arena. Okay, it's in arena only. So what would you use as leader skill then? See, he has a leader skill. You take 5 units, right? Yeah. So what you could do is, since you need a leader skill, you could use Vertihill. Vertihill is gonna provide you with many more attacks on your total team, which is good. Then Vanessa and Amon, and then Cumulus and your Wind Ninja when you obviously when you awaken him and made this crit and accuracy high enough. So that could be a good way to beat the giants. The only bad thing about this is you have to be careful with the ninja stars, because this is gonna be six hits and he's gonna hit you at the 7th. So basically what you want to do is just hit the towers, then do this, then he's at 6, and then hit with like Amon, that can take it, or maybe this Cumulus if he has the power of darkness up. That way you can really take you really can take a lot of damage off the giants quite quickly. So that's a thing that I could think of that would be worth trying. You could also go with like Vertihill plus Amon plus Acasis. So you leave Vanessa out there then. Basically Acasis is there for you then to keep your units alive. Also she has a chance of getting those continuous dots, which is good, and she has a little heal. So with these 3 units you could keep these Cumulus and the Wind Ninja alive. If I'm gonna be honest with you, I think the Wind Ninja and the Cumulus are the best units you have for taking down the giants easily. The reason being is because they both have the continuous damage boss, and this guy has the chance of not dying, and you can definitely time this on the right time, so you don't have problem with that. So yeah, that could be really useful. This unit should be staying alive, and then you aim on attacks, and your Acacia can maybe heal or buff up again, and they stay alive. I also saw you had a Hawa. That's also a really good unit. I would consider this being better than the Wind Ninja actually. So maybe Hawa is also a unit, like you could use Hawa instead of the Wind Ninja. The reason for that is because this Burning Whip passive. This passive will make the giant barely attacks at all, and that is really useful. That's really awesome actually. So I would suggest you to actually level this to a 5-star, get her HP up to a certain point and get her accuracy up to 100%, and then this unit could be a very good addition to the team, because this unit will make that the giants never attack. And then you can just go with Vertihill, Amon, Oha, Acasis, and Camulus or the Wind Ninja still. The Wind Ninja is just really strong in the fact of he does quite a lot of damage in a short amount of time because of those dots. But I mean, a War is really amazing unit, because he puts up those continuous dots and he makes sure that the giant barely attacks, and when he attacks he got so many dots that he's gonna take a really big hit, and if you can survive one of those hits you're fine. So definitely I would go for Vertihill, Amon, Awar, Acasis, and then Camulus or the Wind Ninja. So yeah, that is my take on your giants team. Now for the Dragon's Lair. Dragon's Lair is a bit different. On B10, at the end of the stage, there are 2 towers. One of the towers gives immunity, and the other one heals, I think. I'm not 100% sure about the second tower, but the immunity tower is the problem, pretty much. So what you want to do for Dragon's Lair B10 is take down that immunity tower and then take down the other tower, and then start working on the dragon. But the dragon obviously hits very hard. So what units would you like to have for that, right? You need a lot of constant heals. So the Bearman is definitely going to be in there. I think Verdale has to be in there as well for the sole reason that he's going to make you a lot faster, and that is actually really good. And he is going to give you more attacks before the dragons attack. I think Acasis is also a really useful unit against the dragon because of the force shield. You can get this on your unit just before attack, so you can survive one hit rather easily with not too much damage. So then we got Verdale, Aemon and Acasis. Then you need some damage. I would actually suggest you to use again Awa. Awa is really good for the towers, to kill the towers as well. And also you could use like if he doesn't get the immunity buff straight away. I'm not 100% sure how fast that goes on, but if he doesn't get that, you could decrease the attack on the dragon and get some more time. So now we got Verdale, Aemon, Acasis and Awa. So that's one more unit you would be able to take with you. Let me think. It could be Vanessa, because she has that armor decrease, which will make killing the tower a lot easier, and she has the revive that could be useful. But I'm not really liking that. You could also take Camulus, because also he has the perfect skills for doing the dragons, because the continuous damage, the incoming damage he reflects. That's all really good. You could also go with your Wind that night. I think the 5th spot, you could also go with Soa with the debuffs that you can cleanse, but I don't really think that's needed, but that's definitely an option. Maybe, let me think for a second. So we got these 3 plus Awa. Maybe you want more heal power. That's also a very optimal option that could be very well needed. But where would you get the heal power from? You could heal, but it's not the greatest. I'm not 100% sure if you need that heal power, yes or no, but if you do, I must say you don't really have an option right now for a good healer. This unit had an interesting buff, right? Attack speed increase. Okay. Actually, what I would suggest for giants is Verdale, Aemon, Acasis, Hawa, and then maybe the Light Vagabond, because he can reduce 50% of the damage. That would actually be pretty useful. Then I think Aemon and Acasis could keep your team alive. Obviously, when you are going to do B10, I think you really need to work on some of the units before you actually be able to. I think giants you also need to work on some of the units. But really, the Hawa is a unit that's really OP against any kind of PvE content, just because she can reduce the attack gauge bar from the units, and she does dots. So yeah, I could sit here and talk for 30 more minutes about options you have or things you could do, but I don't think that's gonna be useful. So I'm gonna close this video. I'm gonna end it. I hope this was useful for you, because let me know, man. I'm still there to help you. So like if you have some questions, you're like, okay, you said this and this, but I think this and this could work better, and then let me know, because there are definitely options, a lot of options open for you. I hope this was useful for you. Let me know, man. See ya.